Welcome to another plate up video on my channel, this time with the spaghetti and every starter and every dessert semi-automation system, aka the SPAIES mark, aka my plant child. I call this one my plant child because it is a set seeds run, so which means that I plan out the path that I can choose, like it's like if you take a card, there's like a butterfly effect on the next card and so on, right? So I choose, like, I plan out the path for the cards from OT, I mean basically from day 1 to OT 100, and that way I don't have to count on the RNG to give me the right cards, and to not give me the cards that I cannot take, right? Cards like photographic memories or one of the rush cards or leisurely eating, right? My favorite cards, leisurely eating. Yeah, so that I don't have to, because I don't have the time to grind for the right RNG to find the right cards to finally play the game, right? Like to finally reach OT 100, right? And that way I also don't have to cheat and use the mod, the card mod, to remove the cards like in my previous run. Why? I mean, in the stupid run, I removed the rush card, but then I later on put it back in, right? But yeah, nonetheless, I don't have to do it anymore. And I mean, I will put down the path that I chose in the end in the description box under the seeds, like the seeds for the run, right? The seed for this map, and like I'll always have the seeds in the description box, right? And this time I will also put in the card path that I chose. And other than that, I just gonna yap a little bit while the time lapse is running in the background. Yap a little bit about the system and what I like about it and what I don't like about it. Like things. Wait, let's start with the things that I don't like. So unfortunately, I couldn't fit in the technique that I call reverse smart grab for the board system. So this way, right? The way I'm doing the board right here. I'm smart grabbing it into the stack, and then it's not bulletproof, because if there's like two boards moving at the same time into that direction of the teleporter number 11, then one board will be grabbed by the smart grabber, but then there will be a little grab delay in between, and then the second board will teleport towards me, right? Which is not good. Then I have to put back the board in and make it rotate the full cycle to go back into the stack, right? And ideally, I would want to use the technique that I said that I talk about, the reverse smart grab. That way, it's bulletproof and the board can never come to my side. But unfortunately, I couldn't fit it in here because the way the restaurant is shaped, the walls are shaped, it's just impossible, right? And but if you're interested in the bulletproof way to do it, that I use it in the updates video for the poop system, the pie system on the OT 100. Yeah, that's basically the reverse smart grab, and that's how you make the board system bulletproof. Other than that, there's the second thing, and the other thing, I mean the other thing that I don't like about the system is the min-max part in me does not like the fact that I have to use 2 cheese in the system. But that's the only thing that is like the only ingredient that I use twice in the system, right? The cheese. Yeah. Unfortunately, I couldn't find. I mean, like again, like because of the way the restaurant is shaped, the way the walls are shaped, I couldn't find, because ideally I would want, like originally I wanted to use the cheese for all the 3 things that it used for, right? The cheese soup, the cheese spaghetti, and then the cheese board. So ideally I would want to use the cheese where the broccoli is, and that way like it's even better that way, because the cheese cannot be filled, cannot be put into the empty pot, right? That way, like if you manage to fit it in on that side, then you can even put the noodle behind the broccoli and it doesn't matter, right? But this way the noodle has to be in front of the broccoli, like there are more limitations. But yeah, like I said, the way the restaurant is shaped, the way the walls are shaped is impossible, and therefore I had to use the broccoli on that side. And yeah, that's unfortunate, but yeah. But that's basically the only two things that I don't like about the system. Everything else is yeah, I like it pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I did have a version of the final system where I did manage to put in the reverse smart grab into the system, but then I would have to give up the idea of the way I'm serving the lasagna, which I am like that compromise is a compromise that I'm not willing to do, because like it's a spaghetti restaurant and I just like the idea of the way I'm serving the lasagna way too much. I drop in just an empty plate and then it will turn into lasagna, and if I put sauce on it, it will turn into one of the spaghetti, right? Yeah, that's I just like that idea too much to not use it in the final system. I mean, in the other version would be I would have to put like manually plate the lasagna onto the plate, right? But then I would be able to fit in the reverse smart grab, which is not ideal. I mean, which is like there's like a pro and con to both sides, right? But because this is like the spaghetti map, I just like, yeah, I just want to show this idea here, because like, I can always do the reverse smart grab on the other systems and stuff later on. Yeah, it's just that very unfortunate that I never managed to do the reverse smart grab in the first video like ever, right? It's just always bad timing for me and that technique. I never managed to show it. I mean, not really. Anyway though, yeah, I mean, the system by itself is super efficient. That's something that I also like a lot about the system. It's just a super efficient system. I mean, the system inside, right, that I call the Poop 2.0 or the Poop on Crack system, where I use the rotational grabber as conveyors and stuff like that. It just makes it super efficient. Like, in general, the system is super interesting. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into the little detail of the system, because then the video will be way too long and I will yap way too much. But like, if you pay close attention during the time-lapse video, then yeah, the little details of the system is actually quite interesting. Yeah, I like the way I'm serving the noodle as well. And yeah, I mean, in general, the entire restaurant is super efficient, right? Also, the way I'm setting up the tables are super efficient. I'm saving one grabber because I'm serving the second table on the left with the rotational grabber from the first table, right? That way, like, I save one grabber in the end, which is also something that I like. That I've for this system, that I find like I mean, I had to be very efficient. I have to when I designed the map, I have to like think of every little detail to make it as efficient as possible, right? Otherwise, it's like impossible to fit every starter, every dessert, and every spaghetti into the system, right? Yeah, other than that, everything else outside is very straightforward, right? Like the sauce system, the sauce automation, the pumpkin automation, very straightforward, very standard. The Mandarin automation is something that I used before, super standard. The bread system is super standard and very straightforward. Yeah, there's nothing special about that. I mean, yeah, yeah, I think that's basically everything that I want to talk about. As usual, if you have any question, feel free to ask. I know I'm not good at explaining stuff, but if you have questions and if you see something that you don't quite understand, or you don't know why I'm doing it that way, feel free to ask and I will try to explain them. And I hope you like the system and you find it interesting. And yeah, that's it from me. And thanks for watching. Bye.